with E-Room Investments again. Just giving y'all another brief detailed overview of some of the things we do here. This is actually a new energy efficient double pane window. We actually get them at Lowe's. All the windows were in good shape at this house. However, they were all single pane. This house was built in like 1965. 1965 energy efficiency wasn't necessarily a big high commodity in home building. So we actually took the liberty on taking the old windows out, putting new double pane windows in. In addition to putting the windows in, we also lined the window with window tape. And what that does, that keeps the draft and the air inside the house, which makes it easier to heat during the winter and easier to cool during the summer. And we also dressed it with some hardy plank around it. This hardy plank is actually a cement board. This will last for pretty much ever. It's stronger than wood, and it can be eaten by termites. So when you are looking to doing real estate investing, you will install some things like this on a property. You don't have to worry about coming and switching it out every 3-4 years. It's something that'll be there permanently. All right, if you keep on with me, I'm also going to show you what we're framing up the bathroom. All right, we had kind of ran into a problem because this actually was a storage area, and this was actually, the whole thing was a garage, and they used the back of the garage as a storage, and they had the water heater there. What we wanted to do was convert this into a master bathroom. One problem that we ran into was trying to determine how long or how wide the wash and dryer was going to be. So I actually had to go and get some measurements, and we considered it's going to be about 54 inches. And with the wash and dryer here, we were going to put the tub, sink, and toilet here with a closet here and a small towel rack area here. All right. Now, one thing that comes into mind when you're looking at this area, you have your water heater. It's going to go right here on the platform. All right. But the thing is, we want to actually use this space for our wash and dryer. Since all this is connected in the wall, it'll be very easy to turn those on the outside of the wall, build a platform on the outside for the water heater, and utilize this space for your wash and dryer inside. We've done that several times, and it's safe. We just vented up out of the roof. So that's going to be the gist of today's, one-on-one, E-Room one-on-one lesson, is that the purpose of putting this bathroom here is for your tenant to stay longer. It's not necessarily going to give us any more money per month, but it definitely will give the tenant a feeling of home, and more than likely they'll be able to renew their lease 3 to 4 times because they have their own designated master bathroom as opposed to going across the room to use the restroom, take a shower, and things of that nature. Another thing too you have to consider is making sure that you allocate room for the washer and dryer. A lot of tenants in this area with the smaller homes, they're not equipped with a laundry room. So what that means is the tenants will have to actually spend money, gas money, going to the laundromat, washing their clothes and coming back. And after a while that gets real convenient, and it's a real nuisance. So we try to make it as convenient as possible and keep everything in the house, keep them home, and keep them happy. So that's pretty much it for today. Stay tuned. We're actually going to go through some of the process of wiring up the house, some of the plugs and outlets with the electrician. And we're going to have to also rerun a lot of the plumbing lines. Now that I'm looking up here and thinking about this, this line right here, up here is this is the water line. The bad thing about this is, at the time that this house was built, it was okay to have the galvanized piping for water. However, now minimum plumbing code is going to require you to use PVC. So we're going to have to actually go through and reroute this whole plumbing line, this whole galvanized metal plumbing line with PVC. Now, the good thing about it, we do look like we have a pretty good line for your gas. It's the same line for gas, but that's still what they use today. So what we're going to have to do on that is do a pressure test. And that's real easy. It's just pumping air into the gas line and establishing a gauge on the outside. And if the gauge holds for like 8-9 hours at the same pressure, that's usually an indication that there's no serious gas leak. But now when you do a pressure test, you always have to go to each entry into the house where the gas will come in, like where your stove is, where your gas heaters are, and you have to cap them all off. And that way you can kind of see an indicator that everything is shut off, so when you do pump the air in, it'll all hold and sustain, so you can know that there is or there isn't a leak. Yep, that's pretty much it. We're about to get back to work, but that's just pretty much the gist for today, and we'll stay tuned and we'll give you some more information later. Thanks for tuning in to E-Room Investments.